Gonna be a great year, starting right now, baby. Right now.
As you guys can see, I'm getting my first playing time of the season, and I'm coming into the game, and look at this. Look, you gotta watch this. They put me in the game, and then they take me out 30 seconds later. It's absolutely ridiculous. I think I'd take one shot, do one possession, and they take me out right away. But there's a couple things I want to talk about in this gameplay. I want to talk about real life NBA. I want to talk about you know, what my player, like his play style and all that. And then just some other topics that are going to float in, you guys, if you guys want to stick around. But first thing I want to mention, since yesterday when I posted the video, you really didn't get to see any of it. I mean, you didn't get to see any of like the creation process or anything. So my guy is 6'3". He's an athletic point guard. He's left-handed, and his name is King Drew. Now, why I made him King Drew, because as you can see, his King Carter's down below. And I just thought it'd be cool, because he ended up in Detroit anyway, so, you know, the Palace King, all that good stuff. But, you know, on our this video is going to be the first two games. The first game we play against Houston, the second game we play against Phoenix, and both games were really entertaining, I thought. But I didn't get too much playing time, and this brings me to my next topic. I had about 30,000 VC that's unused, because I never had a MyPlayer before this one. I know I just wasn't really content on making one, but I played online a lot, so, you know, I've never spent any VC. I just had it all stockpiled up. But with my VC, I think I'm gonna use it to make it more entertaining. Since the lifespan, it's already like near its end. You know, the new one's coming out in a couple months. This is by no means a new game. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna make my MyPlayer good right away, so I can make entertaining videos. There's no point in trying to grind it out through at this point in the game. Like when the new game comes out, I'm going to just play it normally and go with the VC I normally earn. But since this is my first MyPlayer, and there's, you know, I have nothing else to spend my money on, as Aaron Brooks, I think that was Aaron Brooks, splashes it in the corner. But I have nothing else to spend my VC on, so I think I'm just gonna make my MyPlayer like as good as he can with the 30,000 points, which I think will bring him up to like an 80, 85 or something like that. So be on the lookout for that. I've already played some games with this guy or being sucky, so, you know, I'm just thinking I'm gonna improve him right away. But the pros and cons of being on the Pistons. What I like about being on the Pistons, as you can see, this first game is already coming to a close. But what I like about being on the Pistons, we have two really solid bigs starting. We have Maxwell and Monroe. Maxwell can really get rebounds, and he can knock down mid-range jumper, which is what I like. And Greg Monroe is also a very good rebounder, but he's not really of a mid-range shooter like Maxwell is. He can post up and create like no one else on the team, you know. And then we also have Charlie Villanueva, who could come in off the bench, and he can stretch the floor. He's one of the few shooters that we have right now. We have Rodney Stuckey, but unfortunately Rodney Stuckey cannot shoot, and he's not much of a creator. I honestly don't even know how he's rated at 70-something. Ooh, as you can see, James Harden. I love that. Remember that left-handed shot. But you know, Rodney Stuckey is really not someone on this team that I really like playing with. Neither is Maggette, because neither of them can do much besides cut and make layups. And with two bigs down low, the lane gets very clogged up. So, you know, I'm thinking later on in the season I want to trade for a couple shooters, and then you know, hopefully I don't want to do too many major trades with this team. I want it to be intact and try to take them to a championship. But, you know, with Maggette and Stuckey both there, I don't think it'll be able to happen. But that's my plan for the future. There you guys go. And look at this. Got to get this W. But like I was saying, I want to talk real NBA for a little bit. But as you can see right here, we are up 3 with 10 seconds left. Now, it all comes down to this one. As you can see, we made one of the few free throws. I had a decent game up to this point, pretty well-rounded. 8 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. It's pretty good for a debut, not getting too many minutes. But we're not letting anyone get the ball. I'm playing good defense on Lynn, and for some reason, Osik doesn't want to pass it, and they end up letting Osik take the 3, which was a huge mistake on their part. But we get the first W, first win for the first game of the season, and then next we play Phoenix. And if you guys are anything of a basketball fan, which I'm guessing you are if you're watching this video, look at Villanueva. I love Villanueva on this game, except right there. But if you're anything of a basketball fan, you know Phoenix is not that good of a team. And look at me, I get the block. And now we're running back on the other side. Brandon Knight is a player that I really enjoy playing with. And look, I see Villanueva open. That's why I love Charlie Villanueva. But You guys know Phoenix is not too good of a team, and watch this play right here. I think it's this play. Anyway, but you know, Phoenix is not too good of a team. I get the steal, and mind you, my dunk's not even that good, so I throw it off the glass and get that dunk. That would have been my thumbnail, but you know, the channel so far, I cannot get I can't get thumbnails yet because I'm not partnered. I made thumbnails for like my first 4 episodes, the first time I've ever made thumbnails, but I forgot I can't upload them. And look at this, I shoot a 3 and my 3 is at its default setting, it's like a 60. So I was lucky to make that one, and I really like my jump shot, I really like it. The only thing is with this jump shot, you seem to fade a lot when you're on the move, and I'm not too much of a fan of that. Not too much of a fan of that, but if this jump shot doesn't work, I'll change it over the off season or over the All-Star break or something. But as you can see, I'm pushing the break, and look at that bounce pass. I am addicted to throwing bounce passes. It's somewhat of a fault, I think, at sometimes. I throw bounces. I look to throw them a little bit too much in the middle of traffic, and unfortunately, it doesn't go in. But Villanueva, this is probably my favorite player on the team to play with. I love getting him in, and then when I get a chance, call pick and fade, pick and pop, whatever you want to call it. And he goes out to the 3-point line, and you get the easy jumper. He's very consistent out there for not being a little 3-point shooter guy. But there you go. So now we only got a couple minutes left. I will probably touch on this again in another video, and look at me pulling up with the confidence, making the 3. But I will touch on this again in another video. The Eastern Conference Finals are on like right now, and I think you know, it's tied 2-2. The next game is on Thursday, the 30th of May, and I am not surprised that it's tied 2-2, but I'm surprised at how dominant at times the Pacers have looked. If you guys don't know, they said this stat on SportsCenter today. The Pacers have either tied or led the series 65% of the time, which is a pretty big number. You know, the only times that they've really been down was all of Game 3, pretty much. They were down like pretty much all of Game 3, and then in Game 1 it was back and forth a lot, and same with Game 2. So you know, they've been in control for the most part this whole series, and I think as long as they keep pounding it down low, if Miami does not start or does not play Joel Anthony more, I really think they're going to be in trouble because they're giving up way too many offensive rebounds. They were out rebounded by 20 last game, 20. And if they're not getting production out of Haslam anyway, and if he's not going to produce, because he's only had 1 good game in this series, if he's not going to produce, score, rebound, then you got to put Joel Anthony in for defensive purposes. And look at this, do I get the end? No, I don't get it. But if you got to put Joel Anthony for defensive and rebounding purposes, because Roy Hibbert, he's like 7'3". Honestly, he's like 7'3". And if you're just going to leave these little midgets in, he's going to get the offensive rebound the whole time and just go up and put it back in every single time. And David West is too much of a bully down low for Chris Bosh to handle by himself. So I think you've got to get some more minutes for Joel Anthony if the Heat want to win. Now, coming up on Game 5, I think sometimes the Heat get a little lazy at home. Whenever they play at home, the games seem to be closer. They just don't seem to have the same focus and mindset that they do on the road, which could be a little bit of a downfall. So honestly, I think the Pacers will win Game 5. It's going to be a very, very close game, but I think the Pacers are going to win Game 5, and it's not going to be. And look at this, they put me in clutch time. We're only up 4, and Beasley, we don't close out, but luckily he missed it so many times throughout the season. My teammates just like don't want to close out ever. And look at this, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm kind of stuck, but I get it down to Max Seal. But like I was saying, I think the Heat get lazy sometimes at home, and I think they're going to lose Game 5. But I'm not ballsy enough to say that they're going to lose the whole series. I think they could still go back and win it in Indiana, and then the Game 7 is just a coin toss with these two teams because they're so evenly matched. But let me know what you guys think. I think this is going to go to a Game 7 probably in some way, shape, or form. And I honestly think the Pacers are going to win the next game, but I don't know who will win the whole series. But there you guys go. Stick around for the post-game conference. Let me know what you guys think about the channel, MyPlayer, and this upcoming series. In the next video or so, I'll talk about the Western Conference Finals, which I was completely shocked about. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out, and toodaloo.
Huge game tonight for someone with your level of experience. Do you feel you were capable of this type of play this early, or did it just come out of nowhere?
I just went out there and did my thing. No need to look deeper into it or try to get all philosophical. I played a good game, one that I knew I was capable of. Hopefully I can use this as a springboard moving forward, because I'm confident this is a level I can play at or above for the rest of my career.